Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog today. Man, it's been such... Wow, sorry. I will try to stop shaking. I didn't realize that I was shaking so much. Anyway, welcome back to the vlog. It's been such a long time since I've made a video, but we've had several things go wrong the past. I don't even know. And, you know, pardon my craziness because it's still what it is. I don't know, since before Halloween maybe. We've had 2 surgeries, a broken arm, hospital stays. It's been a trip around the crazy world in this household. But anyway, we are all back on the mend and doing well. First of all, I was having some ear problems. And it turned out that something was growing in my ear canal. So it was right next to my eardrum. It was growing at a rapid pace. So when they first saw it, it was like the size of like it was just really, really small. And then it kept hurting. A month and a half down the road, it was a size as a lima bean. And so, middle of November, I ended up having surgery to remove that. And that was fun. Which I still have got like a cut back here for the skin graft that they put inside my ear. So I'm still not fully up to where I need to be, but I am back to where I am comfortable. Also, because it was an ENT doing my ear, I've had a deviated septum for, I don't know, several years. Actually, I don't even remember when I didn't have the deviated septum and I was only able to breathe out of this side. So, while he was here doing this, he ended up giving me he fixed my deviated septum. So, I can actually breathe, which brings me to, I was sick. I ended up, okay, so after surgery, my throat was hurting for quite a while, like 3.5 weeks, which was just like a couple days ago, last Monday, actually a week ago Monday. I go in, she's like, oh yeah, you have strep. So, they put me on an antibiotic. Well, then on Friday of that week, I was on day 7 and my chest was super, super tight. And they're like, okay, let's get you in. So I went into the doctor's office. They gave me an x-ray and turns out I have fluid on my lungs / pneumonia. So yeah, I am still getting over pneumonia, but it's really great because every year I usually get bronchitis / pneumonia. I get really sick and I'm in bed for a week and a half or 2. But I was able to breathe out of my nose and it did not pull me down. I had really bad, like I was super tired for like one day. But other than that, sorry about the camera moving. It's just the way it is. Just, I don't have anything to hold it. But anyway, so, I was able to breathe out of my nose and so it wasn't just so hard breathing. And I think this is the first year that I breezed through being sick. And so it was really nice not to have to go through that. Sorry. Midnight just woke up and said hi. Midnight, say hi. Midnight, can you say hi? No? Okay. Well, I was using her. So anyway, so that's part of the news. So the kids and I go somewhere twice a week now. Let's see, we go a couple different times a week, and we work and we do that, so that's something new. They take their school and do their school there, and then if they're not, when they're finished, then they help out with other things that we do there. I'm trying to be very vague on that because it's just a small world and protection. Things for that. So, yeah, I can't really go into much detail about that. So my husband's work, we had a party For the kids, they usually have a party every year to go skating, and so we went skating December 9th, and sure enough, Riley was having a blast, and he fell, and he has a buckle fracture. So that's something else that's new. Let's see. And y'all, you see this? All this extra stuff. That's just because I'm sitting at a weird angle. But it'll go back away once I'm fully myself, I hope, because look at that. Look at all this. That's crazy. Anyway, sorry. I just looked at myself when I'm sitting down and I didn't realize that. Okay, so anyway, so we had Thanksgiving. Gary had an infection. So the kids and I went to Thanksgiving to my Thanksgiving family by ourselves, and Gary stayed home. We moved our living room around, so the couch is next to the window again. Yeah, there's not really much. Oh, and my ear, it turned out just to be a fast-growing mole in my ear. Don't ask me how, don't ask me why, because I don't know. Oh, yeah. And we're adding, well, we have added a couple family members to our household. Which is kind of a funny a story in itself. Alright, so this is Miss Gypsy. This is mine. And this is the one that we went back for. And I'll tell you in a minute. And there's Bandit. 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 Hi, Bandit. Okay. So this is a story in itself as well. So like sometime, I don't know if it was, if it was Thanksgiving. No, it wasn't Thanksgiving. It was sometime before Halloween when I was sick because of my ear. I couldn't really do anything because of the inner ear issues and all that stuff because of a mole. So, yeah, so Gary, we had to put Riley's cat down 6 months ago-ish, somewhere around there. Excuse me. And so we put his cat down. Well, we finally agreed to let him have another cat. So we went out to my friend's house and we wanted Riley to pick a cat by himself, because it was going to be Riley's cat. So this cat would not, okay, so Gypsy, the one I showed you first, she would just keep on my lap, get on my lap, and she'd get up there and she'd curl up there and she'd just purr and purr and purr. Well, Riley didn't want that one. He wanted Bandit. So we got Bandit home, and Gary's like, well, I expected you to bring at least 2 home. So I'm like, well, there was this one that kept getting on me and kept cuddling up to me. And they're a farm, and so they had like 30 cats, and like Gypsy was just 8 weeks, and Bandit was 12 weeks. So they were kind of looking at the things. And so I'm like, oh, it'd be so cute to have another cuddle bug and all this stuff. And so Gary and I went out, picked up the cat, and came back and surprised the kids. So, yes, we now have 2 kittens. So each of us have a cat. So, and then I have 2 dogs and a kitten. Because these, no matter what, even though they were supposed to be the kids, we bought these when the kids were, or not bought, but adopted these puppies here. When we moved into this house 2017, I think. Anyway, so when we adopted them, somehow they just said that I was their master and they weren't having it any other way. I wanted each of them to have a dog and each of them to, you know, have responsibilities about the dog and all that stuff. But those 2 had, had different ideas. And I'm more of a dog person than anybody. But I'm also a cat person too. So I had the cat Cuddles. So I have Gypsy, Midnight, and Sadie. And then Lorelai has Cuddles, which is her cat. Riley has Bandit. And then you hardly ever see Gary's cat, which is Softy. Lily named him, by the way. Lily named Softy, by the way. Softy is a leave me alone. I come out on my own when I want. She comes out usually in the middle of the night to eat and drink and go potty. But usually when Gary goes to bed, he goes to bed by himself. She'll come up, she'll get pets for 3 minutes max, and then she'll go back under the bed. She's a very antisocial cat. She hates everything. She's a fat cat. She don't do nothing but eat, sleep, get pet for 5 minutes and go to bed. So, yeah. Gary and I took a trip to Des Moines, Iowa for a weekend. We had to pick something up because I had to sleep upright in a recliner for a while, and I wanted a head thing because of my ear because I couldn't sleep. I had to sleep up for 3 weeks, so we went and bought a different recliner. So we had to go pick that up because initially my surgery wasn't scheduled till December, but because of the rapid growth, once insurance was approved, my doctor's like, all right, let's get you in next week. And so, which was great because I did not want to wait until right before Christmas to get surgery. Excuse me. One, because I probably would have backed out because it freaks me out. And two, it's right before Christmas. I want to be able to like enjoy Christmas. I would have been out for the first week anyway, like I was when I was in surgery. However, God was good because I prayed. I had everybody pray with me. That I even, like, please, if you know me, when I'm done with surgery, please don't let me throw up. And this was actually the second time I've had surgery. Well, actually, I did throw up the first time. But this was, like, the one time that I've not thrown up after surgery, which was great. It was perfect for me. Like, but the trade-off was I was out of it for a good week afterwards. So, yeah. But we're good. We're on the mend. And that's the update. That's why we haven't been around for the last, I don't even know when the last time was I posted. But I'm not gonna post on a normal basis yet. We're still trying to get our footing and just kind of getting a good routine with the things that we're doing twice a week and with a school and getting back on my feet because my house is a mess because of surgery. Although my living room is pretty much cleaned. The schoolroom is another story. And so is the master because the master always gets the door shut and it just kind of gets thrown stuff in it. So yeah, just trying to get back onto a good routine. And then once we do that, we'll get back to recording and having our vlog back. I want to say thank you if you guys are all still here. Tell me that you, I wanted to say thank you for all your notes of encouragement and for those of you that know me on Facebook or whatever. But thank you for the notes of encouragement and you're doing well and all the things. I really appreciate your notes, reading back and your, hey, what's going on? You're kind of AWOL and all that stuff. So yeah, I appreciate that, and we will see you guys in the next vlog here shortly. Alright, here are a couple clips from surgery, or from after surgery, and then we'll see you in the next vlog. Bye.